The thief Vlcek has given the secret of life to another.
Another must die. Another must die.
I'm not even going to pretend like I'm some kind of puppet master connoisseur. Hell, I lose count at how many there even are. But one film came across my pile of trashy cinema and blew all other contenders out of the water. Its trashiness comes in all forms, from its awful accents.
Monsieur Vigo, at your convenience, we would like to begin.
Yeah, I'm almost ready, Andre. Almost ready.
To its terrible makeup jobs, all the way to its truly mind-blowingly bad effects. So join us as we tell you just how awfully good is Retro Puppet Master.
Am I not a pathetic sight? Did you ever imagine the depths to which a boy could sink? I can use the money, and I'm sure it'll make you feel so much better.
Like I said, I'm no expert with the Puppet Master franchise, so I'm not exactly invested in the little details of the series. Reading up on it, I'm even more confused than when I started. I mean, just look at the order. So I watched this film, not as a Puppet Master fan, but as a lover of bad cinema. And boy, oh boy, was it a treat. So let's run through this and see what it's all about.
Let's begin.
The film opens and we quickly find out that this is an origin story of the Puppet Master himself, Andre Toulon, who's been around since part 3. He's got his little Puppet Master friends and regales them of a story of his youth. This is when we jump to Egypt in the early 20th century, because reasons. This Egyptian sorcerer named Vlcek has stolen the secret of life and is trying to flee from the servants of a god named Sutek. Vlcek has a little magical battle with these two miscreants who love to repeat what the other one said. I mean, really, they just repeat everything.
Die, sorcerer! Die, sorcerer!
God damn it, stop! That's when we're introduced to the greatest characters I've ever seen, the mummies. I mean, holy good God, look at these guys. It's like my 4-year-old nephew was given some makeup and told to do his best. How did this get approved?
Afterwards, there will be more money.
And why do they look like they belong in the movie Dark City? I mean, sure, a much cheaper version of Dark City, but still. Either way, these guys are on the hunt for Vlcek. We jump over to Paris and finally meet young Toulon, played by Greg Sestero.
Don't worry about it, man. Right?
Don't touch me, motherfucker. Get out.
Yes, if you're a bad movie connoisseur, then you definitely know of Sestero. But he gives his performance in The Room a run for its money here, providing a glorious French accent. Every line he says is downright hysterical because of his delivery.
Yes, it's late, you see, and I'm very busy.
I could listen to this guy read an entire audiobook with this voice.
Let her go.
He's putting on a play with his puppets, and a beautiful woman named Elsa happens to attend. Oh, and the play he's putting on is Dante's The Divine Comedy. Talk about going light. As she leaves the theater, she comes across a group of thugs beating up Vlcek. Oh hey, look who made it to France from Egypt. Toulon helps him, and in exchange, Vlcek gives him the secret of life. And what do they do with it? Well, they make puppets come to life, of course. From here on, we get various people dying and Toulon transferring their souls into the dolls. This provides a little bit of backstory for the dolls in the other films and how they came to be. So if you were ever watching the Puppet Master films and were desperate for answers, here's your chance. Eventually, the mummies are able to find Vlcek, but he kills himself so that Suket couldn't claim his life. But thankfully, Toulon's got his puppet bros, and they can live out a life where they perform around the world. Just kidding. The mummies sense them, so they want to kill Toulon and get the secret of life, because apparently they want puppets themselves, so they kidnap poor Elsa. I think I could watch Sestero give a pep talk to these puppets all day. I mean, it even ends with this phenomenal line.
Then we shall be avengers.
Assemble.
There's a whole storyline with Elsa's father disapproving of Toulon going after his daughter, and even ends with Toulon getting knocked out and thrown in the woods. But despite this seeming like a big deal, it really doesn't go anywhere and doesn't affect the story. It's just a scene.
Excuse me, young man, but I'm rather tired. It is past my bedtime.
Oh yeah, and one of the mummies gets taken out by a chandelier. So we're down to just 2 of them. We get this finale on a train, and it's hilarious to think that this is the big clash. Whoever blocked this scene deserves a raise. The movie ends with the older Toulon teasing another film that explains what happened to the other puppets, but nothing ever comes of it. There's no direct sequel, the franchise just focused on other things. And we only recently got Dr. Death, which explained a little more of these puppets. Oof. Now, watching all of that nonsense is best paired with a drink, so join us for some awfully good drinking games. First, we've got Faded. Anytime there's a fade to story time, take a drink. Get ready, this one will keep you quite busy, as the intro has like 3 different stories within stories in it. Next up, we've got Repeat That. Take a drink anytime someone just repeats a line for no reason.
Another must die. Another must die.
I still don't know why the hell these guys kept repeating everything. You guys know?
Feel the power of Sutek. Feel the power of Sutek.
The vintage laziness. For you wine lovers out there, take a sip every time we get repurposed older footage. Don't worry, it's very obvious because the film goes from 720p to 360p in a heartbeat. And finally, we've got the Powers MacGuffin. Take a drink whenever a character uses their powers to magically incapacitate somebody. I'm still not entirely sure what powers these mummies have, but they appear to be able to do just about anything, except move quickly. After you've gotten your buzz on, it's time to take these puppets to task and dive into some trivia. James Franco actually auditioned for the role of young Toulon, quite ironic given that Franco would go on to make The Disaster Artist. The mummies were originally cut from the film. The reason they look so bad is that the makeup team wasn't informed of their re-inclusion until just before filming. That's why they look like, well, like this. Shot in only 12 days. Sadly, this marks Guy Rolfe's final appearance in the Puppet Master franchise, passing away in 2003. The only Puppet Master film to not feature the original Puppet Master soundtrack. The retro Puppet Master designs actually came from a set of action figures that Full Moon released to capitalize on the franchise's popularity. The original 6-shooter puppet didn't actually make it to Romania in time, so they had to use a replacement. That terrible accent that Sestero sports, it actually helped him get the role. A spin-off featuring Dr. Death actually came to us in 2022. The only film in the entire series to receive a PG-13 rating. Greg Sestero's book, The Disaster Artist, actually has a full chapter on his experiences on the Retro Puppet Master set. Needless to say, it was interesting. Now that we've got some trivia and drinks behind us, what exactly would we rate this? On a scale from Victor Salva to Roger Corman, I'd give this an awfully good rating of a 7.
Did you enjoy the show?
Oh, it was interesting.
Now there's a diplomatic answer.
It's dumb fun with some gloriously hammy acting and super lo-fi effects. It's Full Moon at its full mooniest. The story will often have you go, wait, what? But that's where so much of the fun comes from. I'm not sure if the rest of the Puppet Master series is as much dumb fun as this one, but it looks like I need to do a deep dive and find out for myself. What would you like to see us cover on Awfully Good? Let us know in the comments and we'll see you in the next one. I leave you with this wonderful poetry from screenwriter Benjamin Carr.
If he wakes in the next hour, he should recover. If he doesn't, he probably won't.